Hello and welcome everybody. In this video we will show you 9 secrets to mastering self-control. Nowadays, most of the people are unhappy, not achieving the result they want just because they let others influence them, provides them with negative feelings and even control their life. These secrets that I will show you will change your life. It will make you more happier and in control of your feeling. Keep watching the whole video and don't skip any of these important parts of the video. Before we get started, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. First of all, let us know why we lose our self-control. Sometimes, in the heat of the moment, we do things we later regret. Perhaps you got angry and said something hurtful that you could not take back, or else, against your better judgment, you responded to a comment or social media. Therapy, initiating a long and an unpleasant exchange that spoiled your entire evening. Or maybe, under the spell of a passionate night, you made promises to a lover that you know you wouldn't be able to keep. When something like that happens, it often feels like through our emotions take control of us. We say we got provoked, a button was pushed, and we lost charge. Self-control seems difficult in those moments. Our emotions themselves are of course not directly responsive to our judgments. We cannot simply tell ourselves to be less anxious or even more confident, and therapy makes it so. This has to do with the unconscious origin of emotions in the brain, and the role of brain processes we cannot directly control or observe. We can do it if we change our entire thoughts from negative to positive and look at the situation of the good perspective even if it is wrong. However, we have some control over our emotions and we know it. If for instance you find yourself having negative thoughts about someone you love, you know you can stop that by focusing on what you love about the other or how bad it would be if you lost him or her. You can make anger subside in the same way by focusing and looking at the issue from a broader perspective. Self-control is restraint exercised over one's impulses, emotions, or desires. For example, when a doctor urges a patient to lose weight, self-control prevents them from eating too much junk food. If they need to go to the gym, it also keeps them from watching TV instead. When someone has an important assignment or project due soon, they might procrastinate unless they have enough self-control. Emotional self-control is important too. It prevents us from screaming at others when we are angry or from punching someone when they wrong us. It also stops us from crying uncontrollably when we do not get our way or from becoming distracted in situations that requires attention. Having little self-control or none at all has a major impact in one's life-to-day life. Not only is it difficult to build self-confidence, but it's also hard to work with others and reach goals. If someone runs into the same obstacle over and over again, they may need to work on self-control. Similarly, if they seem to lack direction or appear immature, too little self-control may be the cause. Now let's move to the secrets of how to master self-control. 1. Practice situations that exercise self-control. Practice makes perfect, and practicing situations that exercise self-control, like refraining from cakes, junk food, social media, or technology for a day, it will improve this skill. It will also improve your confidence that you can control yourself in stressful situations. 2. Plan everything. Self-control is hard to achieve without direction. For example, if you want to lose 20 pounds and therefore need to skip your nightly dessert, it helps to plan ahead instead of hoping you will be strong enough when the time comes. Think of ways to curb your appetite in advance so you are more likely to succeed. To avoid relying on willpower, make a plan for what you will do the next time you are tested. Perhaps you can plan on doing 20 minutes of yoga or reading a good book when you have a craving for sugar. Using distraction like this can help you improve your self-control in the long run. You will eventually learn that you can overcome unpleasant feelings and that you don't need to act on all of your desires. 3. Relax. It can be hard to self-control when we trick ourselves to thinking something must be done urgently or stop it immediately. We also struggle with self-control when we are driven by our gut reactions. Imagine you are driving down the road at high speed and a slow driver cuts you off. Your gut reaction is what makes you want to honk your horn and scream at them or worse. To give yourself the best chance at a calmer response and a better day, learn to slow your thoughts so you can postpone on your gut impulses. Relaxation also can help. The mind can be a restless thing, and when your thoughts are driven by restlessness or anxiety, you are more likely to think impulsively and act on those impulses. Regular meditation can help you focus on the present moment and slow down your mind to a more tranquil state. Learning to control your thoughts through meditation can be the best tool for finding balance and suppressing the fight or flight response that is so common in stressful situations. Then when difficult situations arise, we'll be in much better mindset to weigh our options and how we would like to behave before simply reacting. When you meditate, your body naturally increases the level of GABA in your brain. It's a hormone that regulates anxiety. It is the body's main neurotransmitter tied to relaxation. If you can devote a few minutes a day to simply focusing on your breath and your senses, you will be calmer and your decision making will be sounder. Also, deep breathing and mindfulness are all excellent ways to practice relaxation. The more you relax, the more likely you are to calmly approach stressful events and choose thoughtful response instead of acting on impulse alone. 4. Fix goals. One has to have a goal. Goals basically guide our choices. The more specific the goal, the better able people are to reach it. A highly abstract goal may not be actionable. For example, instead of pursuing the goal of being healthy, a person may adopt the goal of working at least 30 minutes every day, which is more concrete and easier to monitor. Effective goal pursuits follow the SMART criteria: specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and time-based. 5. Find out what you want. Sometimes we lack self-control because we are not clear on exactly what we want. For example, if it feels like you are going nowhere in your current job, make sure it's not because you don't know where you want to go next. When you have a clear goal, it's easier to exercise self-control because you can make choices that point you in the right direction. A licensed therapist can make you figure out exactly what motivates you and can be a powerful tool in helping you reach your goals using self-control. That said, it's important to have goals that are meaningful to you. Do not set a goal just because someone or something else pushes you toward it. Look deep within yourself and find out why your goal matters to you. If it doesn't mean anything to you, it will be hard to dedicate yourself to it. 6. Role play. If practicing self-control is a challenge for you, role play with a friend, a family member, or a therapist. This will help you confront your feelings in a controlled environment without the threat of negative consequence. To start, think about a simple situation where you typically struggle with self-control. As your self-control improves, branch out to more difficult or challenging situations. 7. Identify your impulsive thoughts. You need to have strategies that will help you resist temptation of something spontaneously. List down all the behaviors you would like to control and the moments that trigger the behavior often. You will learn to suppress action from urge of something if you identify the moments when you feel like doing something impulsively. 8. Get healthy. As with any proactive behavior, being in the right physical, mental, and emotional place makes a big difference. If it's been a while since your last physical exam, call your primary health care physician and schedule an appointment. An underlying condition may be exacerbating your self-control issues. To that end, if you are experiencing symptoms of depression, anxiety, or other mental health issues, please get help immediately. And in general, remember to take care of the basics. Eat healthy diet, drink plenty of water, and get roughly 8 hours of sleep per night. This will help you keep a clear mind on your journey to better self-control. 9. Develop confidence. Confidence is important when we speak about self-control, because without having enough confidence, we cannot reach the level of self-control. Maybe you are confident while playing football with your friends, but you are not confident while speaking in public or to your boss at work. However, based on my personal experience, to have the confidence enough, then you must educate yourself enough. I remember each time I learned something new doors and potential opportunities open up for me. Now, these opportunities are still potential as long as I did not act on them and used what I learned to transform them into real opportunities. And you know what? I found also that the bigger and bolder the action I took, the more confident I become. When you start something new or take a new action in your life, you will always be afraid of the unknown and the future, and you will have this inner self-talk and thoughts like, is this action going to work? What are the people going to say about me? What if I fail it? But the truth is, illusioned with a lot of things and thoughts that do not really matter and are just delaying you from taking the next action. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel to receive all our news. If you learned something new today, then give the video a like and tell us in comments which step you like it more. And here's some others great videos I think you will enjoy. Just click on the left or on the right.